This historic bill includes the following: $300 billion in direct cash payments.
I directed Secretary Connolly to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
And I thought I'd make a lot more sense to relieve student debt for families.
The international credit agency Moody's downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating from its highest AAA rating to AA1.
The United States is currently in $36.2 trillion worth of debt. Political polarization has distracted us. We use it to vent our anger and to choose sides in a grand moral battle. But the system thrives on that distraction. That's because while politicians are arguing over everything from gun control to golf swings, they quietly agree about one vital issue, and that is spending. Every politician loves to spend, especially when it's somebody else's money. But where does all of that money come from? Typically, it's not funded by taxes because people don't like to vote for taxes. So the easy solution is to quietly steal money from the public by devaluing their savings in dollars and printing more money. Here's how monetary expansion works. Congress passes the next $1 trillion spending bill, and the Treasury issues debt by selling bonds. Typically, private investors will buy Treasury bonds, but when there aren't enough buyers, or interest rates would rise too high, the Fed steps in and buys those bonds. Essentially, Congress spends, the Treasury borrows, and the Fed prints, creating an endless cycle. We can see how extreme this is by looking at the value of gold over the past year. From May 31st, 2024 to May 22nd, 2025, the value of gold has gone from $2,326 per ounce to $3,303 per ounce, which is approximately a 42% increase over the course of 1 year. The dollar was once backed by gold, but those days are long gone, and responsible politicians have been replaced by financially irresponsible ideologues. I want you to reflect on something for a moment. Has your wage increased by 42% over the last year? Now I want you to think about the price of housing, the price of groceries, the price of just leading a normal life. The reason these things have become so far out of reach for so many people is because the government is stealing from you without your vote. But I'm here to tell you that there is a solution to this problem, and it's by voting with your wallet instead of with your ballot. This broken financial system is only possible while there are still people using it. For me, that looks like buying Bitcoin. For other people, that looks like buying gold. But I would encourage you to at least look into Bitcoin. Look at a book like the Bitcoin Standard or listen to a guy like Michael Saylor talk. You might have some hesitancy about Bitcoin because of what's happened with NFTs and other types of cryptocurrencies where they spike and then crash. But Bitcoin's a lot different, and you can see that just by looking at how large companies are acting. A company doesn't spend billions of dollars buying an asset that's at a new all-time high if they don't believe in it, especially when they already have billions of dollars of that asset. Right now I'm talking about MicroStrategy. When Bitcoin hit $103,000, not quite an all-time high, but pretty close, they spent billions of dollars buying more Bitcoin when they could have sold Bitcoin and made a large return on their investment. Overall, the decision is up to you, but it's difficult when all of the politicians across party lines are spending irresponsibly to vote, unless you do so with your wallet.